What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics. And today we got a reaction to Libertango by Astor Piazzolla versus Music for a Found Harmonium by Penguin Cafe Orchestra. Brought to us by Fran, longtime supporter and patron of the channel. Fran, thank you, Fran. Appreciate you. Appreciate all that you bring to this channel. If you'd like to support us anyway, check out that Patreon link below, the Patreon link on the Instagram. We could not do it without the patrons. I did a huge deep dive on Astor Piazzolla. I've seen it say Piazzolla. I probably said it wrong both ways. Libertango. Just interesting stuff. Astor was an Argentine tango composer, bandoneon player, and arranger. I never heard of the bandoneon either. It's like an accordion, but doesn't make the same sound. His works revolutionized the traditional tango into a new style termed Nuevo Tango, incorporating elements from jazz and classical music. A virtuoso bandoneonist, he regularly performed his own compositions with a variety of ensembles. In 1992, American music critic Stephen Holden described him as, quote, the world's foremost composer of tango music. This song, Libertango, was a composition recorded and published in 1974 in Milan. The title was a merging of Libertad, Spanish for liberty, and tango, symbolizing Astor's break from classical tango to tango nuevo. According to the performance database at All Music Guide, the composition has appeared on over 500 separate releases. Yeah, 500. So we're going to watch performances for each of these, which is going to be great. If the performance somehow gets blocked, I'll just put it, the video does for the performance. I'll just put some over it so we can still hear it, but I think we should be fine. All right, thanks again, Fran. All right, Libertango. Unbelievably good. Just a work of art, right? The way everything phases in. The guitar, then the bass, then the piano, then an organ slash synth over there, then the drumming, then the flutist, and then Astor comes in here. I mean, I'd never seen a bandoneon before. It doesn't look like the easiest thing to play, boys and girls. That was unbelievable. And the way he could build the drama of the song through the different sounds that thing could come out like. You could tell, even though I've never seen one play, that you got a master at work here. The confidence, the quick change-ups, like that was so good. Everybody comes in and then they fade to the background while the next person comes out. That was a fantastic song. I really enjoyed that, and I learned something. All right, next up we have Music for a Found Harmonium by Penguin Cafe Orchestra. The Penguin Cafe Orchestra, or PCO, were an avant-pop band led by English guitarist Simon Jeffs, co-founded with cellist Helen Liebman. The band toured extensively during the 1980s and 90s. The band's sound is not easily categorized, having elements of exuberant folk music and a minimalistic aesthetic, occasionally reminiscent of composers such as Philip Glass, which I just put up a Philip Glass song battle on the channel recently. The group recorded and performed for 24 years until Simon died of an inoperable brain tumor in 1997. Several members of the original group reunited for 3 concerts in 2007. Since then, 5 original members have continued to play concerts of PCO's music, initially as the Anteaters and then as the Orchestra That Fell to Earth. It's a great name, man. In 2009, Jeff's son, Arthur, founded a successor band simply called Penguin Cafe instead of Penguin Cafe Orchestra. Although it includes no original PCO members, the band features many PCO pieces in its live repertoire and records and performs new music written by Arthur. The group's debut album, Music from the Penguin Cafe, recorded from 74 to 76, was released in 1976 on Brian Eno's Experimental Obscure Records label, an offshoot of the EG label. Now, this song itself was featured in Malcolm, among other films. And Jeffs wrote, I see where our connection is. He wrote it on our Harmonium, so a little bit of similarity here. He had found in a back street in Kyoto where he was staying in the summer of 1982 after the ensemble's first tour of Japan. He wrote that after installing the found Harmonium in a friend's house in one of the most beautiful parts at the edge of the city. He frequently visited this instrument during the next few months, and I remember that time fondly as one during which I was under a form of enchantment with the place and the time. This song was used in the trailer for and over the credits of the 1988 John Hughes movie, She's Having a Baby. But it was also used, Patrick Street's cover was used in the film Napoleon Dynamite in 2004, one of this family's favorite movies. So there's a lot of good stuff on there. So we're going to check out the video to this one as well. Music for a Found Harmonium. I mean, I'm assuming he was playing the found harmonium right there. It's the organ type. It's basically a pump organ is what it is. It's a little minor difference, but I won't get into that. But it does kind of give the same sound that Astor was putting out, which is kind of interesting, but incredibly impressive as well, right? A little different in that everybody's coming in almost at the same time after the harmonium, but that repetitive is just in my head right now. I mean, that's why it's been used in so many movies and stuff. It's a fantastic piece of music and played expertly. And, I kind of like the way they were all sitting around in circles. It's kind of a tale of two different songs, where everybody has their time to shine. And this one, it's everybody together after the harmonium's done. But really, really well done. But there can only be one winner. And for me, even though I thought the last song was great, I mean, it's really not close for me. And that's no shade on Penguin Cafe Orchestra or PCO. But Astor Piazzolla, Libertango, it's on a next level, man. Just in music in general, that thing is up there. It is elite. So that's who I think won. But I need your help. Who do you think won? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for Fran for bringing this one. And until next time, guys, I will see you.